What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Goshen's Games. And I got too many lights on in here. It's alright. I don't got the right lights on in here. Um, Last night, I didn't stream. I wasn't feeling well. I almost had to go to the hospital. And, this was, I don't know what happened. I say food poisoning. I'm not entirely sure. So because I wasn't feeling well, I didn't, I didn't live stream. I didn't record any videos, nothing. And so, I called it a night early. I put my kids to bed, and I played Resident Evil 2 remake for a bit. I, beat it like I always do in one sitting, and then I went to sleep. But something didn't feel right. Like my stomach was it was hurting. It just didn't feel right at all. And then in the middle of the night, I woke up and I was in a lot of pain, and I was very dizzy. I was very dizzy, disoriented. I had no idea what was going on. I kind of sprinted to the bathroom, and the whole room was spinning, and I at the top of my lungs, and I had closed the bathroom door, which I probably shouldn't have. But I mean, when you're kind of in panic mode, you don't know exactly what you're doing, and so in that panic mode, like at the top of my lungs, I just started screaming for my wife. She didn't hear me at first because she was asleep, so she didn't hear me at first. It took everything I had to just keep screaming for her, because I was about to pass out. I was on the verge of just collapse, and if I would have passed out, I knew, I was aware enough that if I had passed out, I would have hit my head on either the sink or the bathtub, and no one would have known. No one would have known if my wife didn't wake up. Nobody would have known. And I don't know what would have happened at that point. My wife finally heard me after the third scream. She comes running into the bathroom, and in panic, she's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I can barely breathe. I couldn't move, and I was using all of my strength to just sit up straight, or what I could say is straight. I don't even know if I was sitting up straight or not. And I tell my wife, I feel dizzy. I feel I'm gonna pass out. I don't know what's going on. She was asking, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I said, I don't know what's wrong. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I'm not gonna. It's not coming out to throw up. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. And she's looking at me. She's saying, I look very pale. I have no color, not even in my lips. I have no color. And I tell her, give me a cold towel to kind of put on my head, because I'm sweating profusely. So she gives me a cold towel. I tell her, because I know from personal experience. So because I know from personal experience from passing out that if you breathe in rubbing alcohol, if you put it on a towel or in a cotton ball or something, and you breathe it, kind of like smelling salts, it helps to put oxygen to your brain faster, and to keep myself from passing out, because I couldn't do it myself, because I couldn't stand up, so I couldn't go get alcohol and a towel or nothing. I couldn't move. I could feel myself going in and out of consciousness, and my wife is holding me as I'm on the verge of just falling. So she goes and she gives me a cotton ball with alcohol, because I tell her that's to do that, and so she gets it for me, and she just puts it under my nose while holding me, and I'm still in and out of consciousness, and she's freaking out. She doesn't know what to do, and she's afraid to let me go to go get her phone to call an ambulance or anything, because if she lets me go and I pass out, then it's going to be a worse situation. So I just tell her to hold on, to wait, just I feel like myself kind of just waking up a little bit. So she gives it to me, and she gives me the cotton ball to hold on while she holds on to me, and I just have it like right here so I can breathe it in and kind of just stay awake and alert. And then I end up being sick in the bathroom for like the next hour or so, and having a whole bunch of acid reflux, and it was just really bad. And like I said, the worst part is that like I couldn't move. I had no real control over my body the entire time. I've only felt like this once before, and that was when I was drugged at a show with my band. That I think somebody slipped it in to my drink, thinking it was my bass player's drink, because she's a female, and she was holding my drink. She got the drink for me or whatever. So I think they thought it was hers, and that was the only time I felt bad like that, where I had no control of anything that I could possibly do. And thankfully, like, my body rejects foreign things that are, really quick, I guess. Because like when I was drugged, I finished the show, but then once we left, I couldn't drive home. I had like no control. I was in and out of consciousness in the car. My bass player's wife, she had to pull over so I could throw up, and my body was just rejecting it like crazy, and so they got food for me so that way I could sober up. But in this case, like, my wife got me water, and once I was able to kind of hold myself up, she stayed up with me for like the next hour or so until I was able to go back into bed. But that's why like there wasn't any videos or nothing yesterday, because I wasn't feeling well, and why there's been no videos today except for this one. And I'll probably lead live stream, but not for a long time. Like my stomach's still, it's rough. Like, I haven't really eaten anything all day, and except for like some sunflower seeds and like a little bit of cereal, but I haven't been able to just eat. My stomach just hurts. Even right now, like it just hurts, and I feel weak. All the meantime, like I had to change the alternator, or take out the alternator in my van, even still feeling like weak like this. But stuff I gotta do. And yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, like why there hasn't been any uploads these past pretty much 2 days. And I put on Twitter that I was almost sent to the hospital last night. Probably should have gone, but I mean, I'm feeling well enough. I don't need to go. Like I said, my body just rejected whatever the made me sick. Like, it gone. I just feel weak right now, and kind of like internally shaky. I don't know if you've ever had that, where you feel like you're shaking, but you're obviously not shaking. That's how I feel right now. Anyways, I just wanted to update you guys, let you know what's going on with everything, like why. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and hopefully I'm feeling well enough to stream later on. So you guys have a great rest of your day if I don't catch you. So peace out for now.